The future to come in 20 to 30 years. Can it be predicted in the times of global uncertainty? How to map out the contours of the future so that they are more clear and bright. And what can be done by those who are today called the next generation?
In today's program, Adiya Manabassova. I can't imagine my life without ballet. Ballet is my future, my job, and my family.
What differs me from other ballerinas? I can even say that it's my special feature. It's my instep and high leg. I can raise my leg to 180 degrees.
Adiya Manabassova is 16 years old.
She studies at the Seleznev Almaty Choreographic School.
She's the Grand Prix winner of the international competitions Grand Prix Kiev 2021 and Youth America Grand Prix 2020.
Adiya won at the Orleu international competition.
I was born in Semey in an ordinary family. There are 3 of us. My mother, me, and my sister. Mom constantly tells us to get more knowledge for the benefit of our future. She teaches us to be honest and modest. In general, there have never been dancers in our family. So, I'm the first ballerina. I was very young when I started imitating dance moves. Seeing this, my mother decided to enroll me in the ballet. I passed the exam to enter the ballet studio.
Anna Sergeyevna administered this exam.
I studied there for 2 years. Anna Sergeyevna always praised me. She said that I could become a good ballerina.
Сол Анна Сергеевна мен алғашқы мұғалімім болған. Ол жақта мен 2 жыл оқыдым. Ол мені всегда мақтайтын. Семейдегі Абай театры сол жақта отчетный концерт.
For the first time, I performed at a concert at the Abay Theater in the city of Semey. I performed a Qazaq dance directed by Anna Sergeyevna. I was 7-8 years old then. It was the best dance for me, as I was on the stage for the first time. I had makeup and beautiful dress. That's when I think the dream was born and the inspiration to become a ballerina appeared.
Мен балерина болам және биші болам деген арманым ашылып кетті да. Балет студиясында оқығанда сол Аху Селезнев туралы мен всегда еститінді. И сол менің педагогым.
While studying at the ballet studio, I often heard about the Seleznev Almaty Choreographic School, and my teacher, Anna Sergeyevna, said, "You should go there because this is the best school in Kazakhstan and your future is there." I was 10 years old when I went to enter the school.
Училищеге түскен кезде мен 10 жастамын ғой, бірінші рет Алматыға келдім. Осы экзамендерді тапсырғанда менде ешқандай қорқыныш болған жоқ. Мен өзімде
I was not afraid of exams. I was confident in myself. I came with a goal. I intended to enter the school, study there, and graduated. Exams were held in a large hall. I felt very small in it, but at the same time, I was not afraid. My mother stood outside the door, and I felt her support.
Мамам есіктің артында тұрған, мен оның поддержкасын прям қатты сезіндім. Сол үшін қорққан жоқпын.
I was in Almaty for the first time. We walked around the city, went to Video, I liked everything very much. We have no mountains in Semey. Mountains are the most beautiful place in Almaty.
Қатты ұнады да. Хабар келді, что мен училищеге түстім.
At that moment, I received a message that I had been admitted. My day at the boarding school goes like this. We get up at 6:30 a.m., then we have breakfast in the dining room. After that, we have 2-3 hours of free time. Then the classics lesson begins.
Тұрады да. Уақытымыз болғанда мен спорт залға барамын.
This lesson teaches us to be always fit.
Уже репетициялар басталады. Күніне біз
When I have free time, I go to the gym. After lunch, we start rehearsal. We train for at least 5-6 hours and get very tired. The room I live in is on the 3rd floor. When I go there, my whole body is buzzing. Only one thought is spinning in my head. I wonder if I can get to my room and not fall halfway. I reach the room and immediately go to bed and fall asleep. There is no strength, no energy to eat. Yes, my arms and legs hurt, but I love my future profession. I like dancing.
рахат алам, қатты рахат алам. Ауырса да, ауырмаса да мен билегеннен рахат алам.
When I'm very tired, I go to the recreation room. There, I read a book, listen to classical music. In my free time, I play the piano. It helps relieve stress.
Фортепианода ойнаймын, ол менің стрессімді шешеді.
Gulzira Akimovna has been teaching us for 6 years. I consider Gulzira Akimovna the best teacher of our school. Gulzira Akimovna always reminds us that art is not a toy. She says if you start a business, you have to finish it. We were accepted into the school, which means that we can do something, we're worthy of something. She teaches us to be calm on stage. When I danced at the great concert, my legs hurt a lot. But I motivated myself. I spent a whole year at home. So what? I won't dance at this concert? When it hurts somewhere, you try not to show it. You have to smile, even if you suffer great pain. Be patient, you say to yourself.
Шыда деп тұрасың өзінде, я. Ең алғашқы конкурс.
The first competition took place in St. Petersburg. It was called Waltz of the Flowers. We won the Grand Prix there.
2020 жылы Қырғызстан мемлекетінде
In 2020, the Youth America Grand Prix 2020 was held in Kyrgyzstan. I took part in the classic nomination. They began to announce the results. They named the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st places. When they said Grand Prix and I heard my surname, I cried with joy.
Үшінші, екінші, бірінші орындар берді. Grand Prix дегенде менің фамилиямды айтып тұрды. Мен жылап қалдым. Просто қуаныштан жылап қалдым. Сосын тек қана Grand Prix берген жоқ.
I managed to win not only the main prize, but also a 2-week trip to Canada and Switzerland. But I didn't go because the pandemic started.
Оған бара алмадым, себебі карантин басталып кетті. Карантин деген нәрсе мені
In general, the lockdown influenced me a lot. I even felt depressed because girls who live here in Almaty could rent a hall and do classics 2-3 times a week, and I was sitting at home in Semey.
Классикамен айналысқанда, мен Семейде болғандықтан тек қана үйде отырдым.
I sat within 4 walls. I came here in January 2021. My legs were not as good as before, and I was ready to practice 24 hours a day.
Формадан шығып кетті. 24 сағат залда болғым келді. Сосын маған конкурс туралы айтқанда, қобалжып тұрдым да.
When I was told about the Grand Prix Kiev competition, I got worried. I thought how I would participate in it without preparation. And then I thought that the competition would be biased. Because in the online format, you don't see the jury and you don't hear how the audience reacts. I prepared during 2 weeks, and one day videos were shot and sent to the organizers of the Grand Prix Kiev.
Бәрін түсіріп жібердік. Результаттарын гала концертте айтқан ғой.
The results were reported to us at the gala concert. It was 12:30 a.m., but I didn't sleep. I waited. The situation repeated as in Kyrgyzstan.
Күтіп қайтадан да анандай.
It was announced that the third place was taken by a contestant from Turkey, the second place from Japan, the first place was taken by girls from Kiev. Of course, I was upset. And suddenly they said, the Grand Prix is Kazakhstan. I was filled with patriotism. I was happy for my country.
Дегенде қатты қуанып кеттім, иә. Өнер адам үшін шапалақ, көрермендердің поддержкасы.
The applause and support of the audience is very important to me, and I appreciate the opinions of others.
I'm the most strict critic for myself. In general, I think that there should be an internal censor, how to behave, how to dance on stage. And if someone reprimands me, I will listen to him. I take into account all comments, including my own.
Мен оған құлақ салам, бірақ соның бәрін мен өзім қадағалаймын. Балерина идеальна.
The ballerina must be perfect. She must have a pretty face. She should have long arms, long legs. She must be slim because ballet is aesthetics.
Эстетика дейді ғой. Бізде балетте подъем деп аталады, взъем стопы. Ол сценада.
There is the concept of instep. It looks very nice on stage. It's given by nature. Without this ability, it's difficult to become a ballerina. I can even say that it's my special feature. It's my instep and high leg. I can raise my leg to 180 degrees.
Ол менің подъем и шаг. Аяғымды 180-ге көтере алатын. Негізі менде кумир жоқ. Ол мен. Бірақ әлемдік балериналардан маған Наталья Осипова.
I have no idols. I'm Adiya, but I really like Natalia Osipova, one of the best ballerinas in the world. She is currently dancing in London. She has a special leap. She jumps very high. Svetlana Zakharova, prima ballerina of the Bolshoi Theater. I often watch ballet on the internet. Once I saw Svetlana Zakharova dancing in Swan Lake.
I feel tired after one variation, but Svetlana Zakharova can handle 3 acts.
How hardy she is. What patience she has.
Ол қандай төзімділік, ол қандай шыдамдылық, иә. 3 акт былай пуантыда соның бәрін шыдау өте қиын. Соған қатты таңғаламын. Менің арманым Лебединое озеро. Сол балетті.
My dream is to dance at Swan Lake. In this ballet, I like both the plot and the setting. In general, Swan Lake is a complete association with ballet. If you say ballet, then in response you hear, yes, you are a swan, a white swan. For me, the most beautiful ballet is a Swan Lake.
Ең әдемі, мен үшін маған ұнайтын балет ол Лебединое озеро. Instagram желісінен мен
On Instagram, I follow the Vaganova Academy. There are a lot of talented students there. I want to be like them and motivate myself.
И өз-өзімді шабыттандырам. Біздің Қазақстанда адам.
Among Kazakhstan's artists, I like Adamjan Bakhtiar. He is currently working in Nur-Sultan. He's a world star.
Әлемдік звезда деп айтуға болады. Осы училищеде.
He studied at our school. Burkutbayev was his teacher. Now Bakhtiar often performs abroad, but he, as a patriot of his homeland, remained in Kazakhstan. He works at the Astana Opera and Ballet Theater.
Астана опера және балет театрында билеп жүр. 5 жыл мен оқушы болып саналдым. Осы жылы мен 1-ші курсты уже бітіріп атым. Ол мен үшін өте үлкен жетістік.
I've been studying here for 5 years. This year I'm already finishing the first year as a student. This is a great achievement for me. Not everyone can make it to the first year. I often think about my future. What kind of person will I become? Where will I dance? What should I do next? I'm not a dreamer, I'm a realist. And I have not a dream, but a goal. To dance on a foreign stage. Precisely. The goal.
Всегда ойланам. Менде негізі арман жоқ, мен реалистпін ғой. Арман емес, ол мақсат. Шетелдік аренада билеу.
Adiya Manabassova will graduate the Seleznev Almaty Choreographic School in 2023. She plans to continue her professional education at the world's ballet center. According to Adiya, it is the Vaganova Academy in St. Petersburg.